What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here to What Now, hello and welcome. This is where I try to give advice on the problems that young adults face when entering the real world. So we all know what it feels like to start something, and at some point we either lose interest, desire, energy, or motivation, and it becomes incredibly frustrating. And from there we start to beat ourselves up about it mentally, and obviously that's very bad for your development. Last week's episode, I spoke about how to start that thing you've been wanting to do. So the next logical step is tips and tricks on how to get motivated and stay motivated. But why am I talking about this? Well, because I was tired of seeing not only my friends, but myself give up on something awesome because we got lazy or unmotivated. I tried to live by aspire to inspire, so I needed to find ways to inspire myself and those around me to accomplish their goals and dreams. So when researching for this video, I typed in how to motivate, and I stumbled across a video from TED Talks called The Psychology of Self-Motivation, which was so perfectly suited to what I was talking about that I had to include some of the information. What the speaker had said is before you can do any other steps in motivating yourself for whatever task, hobby, or interest that you've now taken up, you must first ask yourself 3 questions. And if you answer yes to all 3, you have already started your journey on self-motivation. So those 3 questions are, number 1, can you do it? Are you capable of doing the work, hobby, or interest? Do you have the educational background and training to be able to do it? Number 2, will it work? Will this idea of yours be able to grow? Will it be something that is long term? And 3, the most important one, is it worth it? Is it worth your precious time and energy? Will it fulfill you? So think about that thing that you've been wanting to do and ask yourself these questions. I don't know about you, but when I did this, the minute I truthfully answered yes to all 3 questions, I genuinely felt empowered. I'd convinced myself that I was capable, it would work and grow, and it was definitely worth my time. You see, when you feel competent to do something and you know you'll do it well, you are far more likely to be self-motivated. So now that you've thought about that goal and you've answered yes to all 3 questions, here are 5 tips and tricks I have come up with to help you be motivated and stay motivated. So number 1 is sleep. Sleep is so vital to your development, not only physically but mentally. Sleep allows you to go over the details and events of the day, and your brain will start to file all the information into their respective places. Some of the information will be stored into the part of the brain that you will visit frequently, and some of the information will become a distant memory. Getting enough sleep at night is crucial to you staying motivated and being motivated. Sleep is an invaluable resource. Without it, you cannot function, and if you cannot function, then you certainly will not have the energy to be motivated and keep yourself motivated. Number 2 is set goals. I think I've said this so many times in so many of my videos that it's actually becoming word vomit. But the more I research about productivity, efficiency, and motivation, the more it's mentioned. Listing your goals allows you to visualize, which means you can see yourself doing your interest or achieving that goal so vividly in your mind. And visualizing is becoming more and more of a popular technique when succeeding or when trying to motivate oneself. Number 3 is set rewards for your goals. In the TED Talk, he mentioned some stuff on rewards, and he said something that had stuck out so strong for me. He said, everything you do as a child, you did because you wanted something for doing it. For example, as a child, your parents would say something like, Lily, if you finish your homework, you can go to Susie's house for a play date. And you see that little Lily will rush towards her books to get all of that homework done ASAP. Why? Because she had incentive. She had a reward for doing her homework. Sometimes it's not enough to just visualize your goals. Sometimes you need something else to get you off your butt. So you set some rewards for yourself so when you finish your task and complete a specific goal, you have something to look towards. Some of my favorite rewards is that I'll give myself a day off, or I'll allow myself a huge piece of cake, or I'll take the weekend to do something I really want to do, like sit on the couch and watch movies. Number 4 is choice. Understanding that everything you do or don't do is a choice. It's all up to you. You either choose to be motivated or you don't. Knowing that you are the decision maker puts a lot of control and power back into your hands on whatever you're trying to accomplish. So change your mindset from someone who is a failure avoider to a success seeker. This type of mentality switch only happens when you begin to give yourself positive reinforcement. You're not going to be able to change your mindset if you work by giving yourself negative reinforcement. An example of this could be, if you don't finish this assignment, you're going to be the biggest loser in school and no one's going to want to be friends with someone who is as thick as custard, so you better do this work. This is the mindset of someone who will avoid failing at all circumstance. And lastly, number 5, get the right support. So this one seems a little hippie-ish, like you'll find your tribe and then everything will be awesome and then you'll build your success. But as silly as it sounds, it's 100% true. Everyone needs a good support system around them, whether it be friends or family or colleagues. People need the support of fellow peeps to succeed. But what's vitally important is getting the right support. You have friends around you who support you but never really know what you're doing. They don't really care whether you win or lose, but they're there. That's not the right kind of support. You need to spend your days pushing to be motivated and empowered, a success seeker. So you need to surround yourself with people who think the same way. Otherwise, those negative supporters will just drain you of your energy and bring you down. You are who you hang out with. Be mindful of that. So there it is, peeps. 5 tips and tricks on how to be motivated and stay motivated. I hope that this has pumped you up and shown you that you're capable, that you're smart and willing, and with enough personal effort, you can be whatever you want to be. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Keep empowered. Bye, everybody.